Hi there, Ronnie here coming at you with a video. It's probably going to go impersonal, although it is about gaming. I was meant to be doing session 1 of my space opera game. I say space opera, I'll clarify, because space opera was an actual RPG. Space opera as in genre. I'm using True20, which is a system I know very well. Using Reign of Discordia, which is a setting I didn't really know at all. And I found that there were a couple of gaps in the rules. Talked to the people who published the game. I was very short with them, which was not their fault, and I apologised afterwards, because I just did absolutely no excuse for it. I have reasons, because I'm stressed out with other stuff, but no excuse for it. But they did put me onto the guy who wrote it, and we talked back and forth, and he seems a very nice guy, and he was very helpful, and I was able to come up with ways to fill the gaps. I'm not big on house rules unless there really is no way around it, and in this case there really was no way around it. Luckily True20 had the actual True20 core book had a section for space adventures, so to be honest, I possibly could have just used the character creation and everything in there and then just used the star map, but such is life. Anyway, obviously it didn't happen last night, and the reason for that is a mix of things at the moment. One is my ongoing worries about PIP, my PIP assessment. I'm a little stressed out about it all. So there's that. Two, the guy I'd been talking to, the one who wrote it, he's been doing crowdfunding for a second edition, I think, of Reign of Discordia, I think for 5e, which could be interesting. He said he was going to be tuning in and watching. I thought, that's very nice, and I'm feeling all this pressure. Then there's the fact that we're coming off the back of this huge masks campaign, and I always knew that whoever was going to run the next one was having to deal with the fact that it was never going to be this huge thing that masks was. But it's been preying on my mind. But also, the only bit of RPG playing I've really been doing, where I've been GMing in the last year, apart from one-shots for my daughter when I go up and see her, has been the game I'm running on the Thursday, my Shine Tower game, which I'm running for players who have known me for 30 odd years. But recent events at Settlers, which I've went into in other videos, has really knocked my confidence. And I suddenly find myself feeling that I'm not good enough as a GM. Now, my friends have very jokingly said, you're not a terrible GM, you're merely a mediocre one. Which, for my friends, is code for you're actually really good GM, Ron, we're just going to keep your feet on the ground. Which is what, good friends do. They back your play, but not to the point where you lose sight of yourself. And I do worry. Now I have to do it. I have to run this game. I mean, the players of the game have been very nice. They have offered, if I'm not feeling up to it, that I can take a back seat and someone else can run. And I can jump in later and do mine once once the next one is done. That's fine. And it's very nice. But if I don't do this, I won't be able to. I will lose confidence in myself completely. So I've kind of got no choice now. I have to do it. I have to get it done. I have to do it. To kind of push myself, or I'm going to lose it, because I mean, I love my tabletop gaming and all the rest of it, and I do love that, but role-playing is still my number one. And if I lose faith in that, and I have sort of lost faith in myself, but I lose faith in all of that, then I really I will start to crumble, and I don't want to do that. So that's why we didn't have a session last night. And I called it very late. I mean, I did all my notes on the Sunday. I was ready for the first session. I'll probably add some notes over the week. And I was ready to go. And then as the day went on Monday, I was just getting more and more apprehensive. And by the time sort of 7 o'clock came round, I was absolutely, I was having a mild panic attack. And I thought, no, gotta do it. And it was, I mean, the game's meant to start at 8 o'clock. And at 10 to 8, I called it off. And I felt immediately embarrassed. I felt really guilty. I was just really negative on myself all through. But I know if I'd done the game last night, I probably wouldn't have been at my best, and I think the session would have suffered for it. Because I don't think I would have had the energy. So I do intend to run it. I have to run it, or I'm going to lose faith. And I can't afford to do that. But yeah, I had a bit of a blip. Just a reminder of myself that, I still have my issues.